the fatal loins of these two foes.
A pair of star-crossed lovers take their life.
Whose misadventures piteous overthrows.
Doth with their death
Bury their parents' strife.
The fearful passage of their death-marked love, and the continuance of their parents' rage,
which but their children's end not could remove,
is now the 2-hour traffic of our stage.
the which if you with patient ears attend, what here shall miss,
Our toil shall strive to mend.
I strike quickly being moved, but thou art not quickly moved to strike.
A dog in the house of Montague moves me.
To move is to stir, to be valiant is to stand. Therefore, if thou art moved, thou runst away.
A dog of that house shall move me to stand. I will take the wall of any man or maid of Montague's.
That shows thee a weak slave, for the weakest goes to the wall.
'Tis true, and therefore women being the weaker vessels are ever thrust to the wall. Therefore, I will push Montague's men from the wall and thrust his maids to the wall.
The quarrel is between our masters and us, their men.
'Tis all one. I will show myself a tyrant. When I have fought with the men, I will be civil with the maids.
Cut off their heads.
Aye, the heads of their maids, or their maiden heads, take it in what sense thou wilt.
They must take it in sense that feel it. Oh, draw thy tool, here come two of the house of Montague.
Quarrel, I will back thee.
How turn thy back and run?
Fear me not.
No, marry, I fear thee.
Let us take the law of our side. Let them begin.
I will frown as I pass by, let them take it as they lick.
Nay, I will bite my thumb at them, which is disgrace to them if they do bear it.
Do you bite your thumb at us, sir?
I do bite my thumb, sir.
Do you bite your thumb at us, sir?
It's a law of our side if I say aye.
No.
No, sir. I do not bite my thumb at you, sir. But I bite my thumb, sir.
Do you quarrel, sir?
Quarrel, sir.
No, sir.
But if you do, sir, I am for you. I serve a good man as you. Better. Well then.
Say better, here comes one of my master's kinsmen.
Yes, better, sir.
You lie.
Draw if ye be men. Gregory, remember thy swashing blow.
Parvols! Put up your hands, you know not what you do.
What? Art thou drawn among these heartless hinds? Turn thee, Benvolio. Look upon thy death.
I do but keep the peace here. Put up thy sword, or manage to part these men with me.
What? Drawn and talk of peace? I hate the word, as I hate hell, all Montagues, and thee. Have it thee, coward!
Give me my long sword, oh!
A crutch, what call you for a sword?
My sword, I say, old Montague is come and flourishes his blade at me. Villain Capulet! Hold me not, let me go!
Thou canst not stir one, just take a foe! Rebellious subjects, enemies to peace, profaners of this nave stained steel, will thou not hear? Whatever you men you speak, that quench the fire with your pernicious rage, with purple fountains issuing from your veins, on pain of torture with those bloody hands throw your mistempered weapons to the ground, and hear the sentence of your moved prince. Free civil brawl, bred of an airy word, by thee, old Capulet and Montague, have thrice disturbed the quiet of our streets. If ever you disturb our streets again, your lives shall pay the forfeit of that. At this time, all the rest depart. You, Capulet, shall come along with me. Montague, come you this afternoon to know our further pleasure in this case. Once more, on pain of death. All men depart!
Who set this ancient quarrel new abroach?
Speak, nephew, were you by when it began?
here where the servants are adversary and yours, close fighting her, I did approach. I drew to part them, in the instant came the fiery Tybalt, with his sword prepared. While we were interchanging thrusts and blows, came more and more, and we fought on either part, until the prince came, who parted either part.
Romeo, saw you in here today? Oh, right glad I am he was not at this fray.
Madam, and now before the worshipped sun, peered forth the golden window of being. A troubled mind drive me to walk abroad, when underneath the grave of a sycamore, so early walking did I see your son. Towards him I made, but he was wary of me, and stolen was of cover of a wood.
Many a morning hath he there been seen, with tears augmenting the fresh morning dew, adding to clouds, more clouds with his deep sighs. Black and portentous must this humour prove, unless good counsel may the cause remove.
My neighbour uncle, do you know the cause?
I neither know it nor can learn of him.
Have you importuned him by any means?
Both by myself and many other friends. Could we but learn from whence his sorrows grow, we would willingly give cure as know.
See where he comes, so please you step aside. I'll know his grievance, or much be denied.
I would thou wert so happy by thy statement. It's through shrift. Come, madam, lift away.
Good morrow, cousin.
Is the day so young?
But you struck 9.
Me. Sad hours seem long. Is that my father that went hence so fast?
It was. What sadness left us Romeo's hours?
Not having that which having makes them short.
In love?
Out
Of love?
of her favour when I am in love.
Alas, that love so gentle in his view should be rough and tyrannous in proof.
Alas, that love whose view is muffled, still should without eyes see pathways to his will. Where shall we dine? Oh me, what fray was here? Yet tell me not, for I've heard it all. Here's much to do with hate, but more with love. This love feel I, but feel no love in this. Dost thou not laugh?
No, cuz, I rather weep
Good-hearted one,
at thy good heart's oppression.
why such is love's transgression. Griefs of mine own lay heavy in my breast, which thou wilt propagate, have it pressed with more of thine. For this love that thou hast shown hath add more grief to too much of mine own. Love is a smoke, paved with a fume of sighs, pink purged, her fire sparkling in lover's eyes, pink vexed, a sea nourished with loving tears. What is it else? Her madness most discreet, her choking gall, and a preserving sweet. Farewell, my cause.
Stop, I will go along, and if you leave me so, you do me wrong.
Oh, I have lost myself. I'm not here. It is not Romeo. Oh, he is some other where.
Tell me in sadness, who is it that you love?
What shall I groan and tell thee?
Rome. Why no? Exactly, tell me who.
Bid a sick man in sadness make his will. Or would ill urge to one that is so ill. Oh, in sadness, cousin, I do love you, a woman.
I aim so near when I chase the love.
Oh, right good marksman. She's fair, I love.
A right fair mark there.
Well, in that hit you miss. She'll not be hit with Cupid's arrow. She hath Dian's wit, and in strong proof of chastity, well armed from love's weak childish foe, she lives uncharmed. Oh, she will not stay the siege of loving terms, nor bide the encounter of assailing eyes, nor ope her lap to saints seducing gold. Oh, she is rich in beauty, only poor that when she dies, with beauty dies her store.
There she has sworn that she was still live chaste.
Oh, she hath, and that sparing makes huge waste. She hath forsworn to love. In that vow do I live dead that live to tell it now.
Be ruled by me, forget to think of her.
Oh, teach me how I should forget to think.
By giving liberty unto thine eyes. Examine other beauties.
He that is struck and blank cannot forget the precious treasure of his eyesight lost. Show me a mistress that is passing fair. What doth her beauty serve but as a note, for I may read who passed that passing fair. Well, farewell, thou canst not teach me to forget.
I'll pay that doctrine, or I'll die in debt.
Montague is bound as well as I in penalty alike, and 'tis not hard, I think, for men so old as we to keep the peace.
Of honourable reckoning are you both. And pity 'tis you lived to Todd so long. But now, my lord, what say you to my suit?
Oh, my child is but a stranger in the world. She hath not seen the change of 14 years. Let 2 more summers wither in their pride, ere we may think she's right to be a bride.
Younger than she, a happy mother's maid.
Ah, and too soon marred are those so early made. Earth hath swallowed all my hopes, but she's the hopeful lady of my earth. Woo her, gentle Paris, get her heart. My will to her consent is but a part. This night I hold an old accustomed feast, whereto I have invited many a guest. And you, one more amongst the store, most welcome makes my number more. At my poor house, look to behold this night earth treading stars that make dark heaven light. Such comfort as do lusty young men feel when well-apparelled April on the heel of limping winter treads. Even such delight among fresh female buds shall you this night inherit at my house. Hear all see, and like her most, whose merit most shall be. Sirrah, go trudge about through fair Verona. Invite those persons whose names are written there, and to them say my house and welcome on their pleasure stay.
Find them out whose names are written here. It is written that the shoemaker should measure with his yard, and the tailor with his last, the fisher with his pencil, and the painter with his nets. But I am sent to find those persons whose names are here writ, and can never find what names writing person hath here writ. I must have learned it in good time.
Another's burning. One pain is lessened by another's anguish. Take thou some new infection to thy eye, and the rank poison of the old will die.
But your plantain leaf is excellent for that.
For what, I pray thee?
For your broken shin.
Romeo, art thou mad?
Not mad, but bound more than mad managed. Shut up in prison, kept without my food, whipped and tormented and... oh, good then, good woman.
Look at the dean, I pray, sir. Can you read?
Aye, mine own fortune in my misery.
Perhaps you've learned it without book. But I pray, can you read anything you see?
Aye, if I know the letters and the language.
Oh, ye say honestly, rest you merry.
Stay, good woman, I can read. Signor Martino and his wife and daughters, Count Anselm and his beauteous sisters, the Lady Widow Vitruvio, Signor Placentio and his lovely nieces, Mercutio and his brother Valentine, mine uncle Capulet, his wife and daughters, my fair niece Rosaline and Livia, Signor Valencio and his cousin Tybalt, Lucio and the lively Helena. A fair assembly, whither should they come?
Oh.
Whither? To supper.
To our house.
Whose house?
My master's.
Oh, indeed, I should have asked you that before.
My master is the great rich Capulet. And if you be not of the house of Montagues, I pray come and push a cup of wine. Rest you merry.
At the stage of feast of old Capulet sits the fair Rosaline, who thou so loves, with all the admired beauties of Verona. Go thither, and with unattended eye compare her face that some that I shall show, and I will make thee think thy swan a crow.
One fairer than my love. The all seeing sun Ness or Hermac since first the world begun.
You saw a fair than none else being by.
I'll go along no such sight to be shown, but to rejoice in splendour of mine own.
Call her forth to me.
Now, by my maidenhead, that 12-year-old I bade her come. What lamb, what ladybird, God forbid, where's this girl? Juliet?
Oh no, who calls?
Your mother.
I am here, madam. What is your will?
This is the matter. Nurse, give leave a while. We must talk in secret. Nurse, come back again. I have remembered me. Thou'st hear our counsel. Thou knowest my daughter's of a pretty age.
Faith, I can tell her age unto an hour.
She's not but 14.
I'll lay 14 of my teeth. And yet to my teeth be it spoken, I have but 4. She's not 14. tide?
A fortnight and odd days.
Oh, even or odd. Of 4 days in the year, come Lammas Eve at night shall she be 14. Oh, Susan and she, God rest all Christian souls, were of an age. Susan is with God now, but as I said, on Lammas Eve at night shall she be 14. That shall she marry. I remember it well. 'Tis since the earthquake. Now 11 years. Well, she was weaned. I never should forget it. Of all the days of the year upon that day. Oh, for I had then laid wormwood to my dog. Sitting in the sun under the dove-house wall. My lord and you were then at Mantua. And nay, I do bear a brain. But as I said, when it did taste the wormwood on the nipple of my dog, and felt it bitter, pretty fool, to see it tetchy and fall out with the dog. Shake, quoth the dove-house, 'twas no need, I trow, she bid me trudge, and since that time it is 11 years. For then she could stand her alone. Nay, by thy rood, she could have run and waddled all about. For even the day before she broke her brow. And then my husband, God be with his soul, was a merry man, took up the child. Yea, quoth he, fall'st thou upon thy face? Thou wilt fall backwards when thou hast more wit. Wilt thou not, Jewel? And by my holy dame, that pretty wretch left crying and said I, to see now how a death shall come about, I warrant I should live 1,000 years, I never should forget it.
Enough of this, I pray thee, hold thy peace.
Yes, madam. Yes, I cannot choose but laugh. To think it should leave crying and say I, and yet I warrant it out upon a brow, a bump as big as a young cockerel stone, a perilous knock, and it cried bitterly. Yea, quoth my husband, fall'st thou upon thy face? Thou wilt fall backwards when thou comest of age. Wilt thou not, Jewel? It's dinted, answered I.
Oh, stay thou too, I pray thee, nurse, say I.
Oh, peace I have done. God mark thee to his grace. Oh, thou was the prettiest babe that e'er I nursed. And I might live to see thee married once. I have my wish.
That marry is the very theme I came to talk of. Tell me, daughter Juliet, how stands your disposition to be married?
It is an honour I dream not of.
An honour, were not I thine only nurse, I would say thou hast sucked wisdom from thy teeth.
Well, think of marriage now. Younger than you, here in Verona, ladies of esteem are made already mothers. By my count, I was your mother, much upon these years that you are now a child. Thus then, in brief, valiant Paris seeks you for his love.
A man, young lady. Lady, such a man as all the world. Why, he's a man of wax.
Verona hath not such a flower.
Oh, nay, he's a flower in faith, a very flower.
What say you? Can you love the gentleman? This night you shall behold him at our feast. Examine every married lineament and see how one another lends content. And what obscured in this fair volume lies, find written in the margent of his eyes. This precious book of love, this unbound lover, to beautify him only lacks a cover. So shall you share all that he does possess, by having him, making yourself no less.
No less, nay, bigger. Women grow by men.
Speak briefly. Can you like of Paris's love?
How look to like is looking like to me. But no more deep will I dart mine eyes. Look and take this in strength. Make it fly.
Madam!
Oh!
The guests are come. Supper served up, you call. My young lady asked for. The nurse cursed in the pantry. And everything to an extremity. I hence to wait. I beseech you follow straight.
We follow thee. Juliet, the county stays.
Go, girl. Seek happy nights to happy days.
heavy, I will bear the light.
Nay, gentle Romeo, we must have you dance!
Not I, believe me. You have dancing shoes with nimble soles. I have a soul of lead, so stakes me to the ground, I cannot move.
Romeo, you are a lover. Borrow Cupid's wings and soar with them above a common bound.
I cannot bound a pitch above dull woe, under love's heavy burden. Do I sing?
And to sink in it should you burden, love. Too great oppression for a tender thing.
Is love a tender thing? 'Tis too rough, too rude, too boisterous, and it pricks like a thorn.
If love be rough with you, be rough with love. Prick love for pricking, and you beat love down. Give me a case to put my visage in. A visor for a visor.
Come, knock and enter, and no sooner in, but every man be taken to his legs.
Oh, a torch for me! Let wanson's light of heart tickle the senseless rushes with their heels. I'll be a candle holder and look on. The game was ne'er so fair, and I'm done.
If thou art done, we shall draw you from the mire of, save your reverence, love, in which thou stickest up to the ears. Come, we burn daylight, oh!
Nay, that's not so.
I mean, sir, in delay. We waste our lights in vain, like light by day.
And we mean well in going to this masque. 'Tis no wit to go.
But why, may one ask?
I dreamt a dream tonight.
And so did I.
Well, what was yours?
The dreamers often lie.
In bed asleep while they do dream things true.
Oh. Then I see Queen Mab hath been with you. She is the fairy's midwife, and she comes in shape no bigger than an agate stone. Her chariot is an empty hazelnut, drawn with the teeth of little atomi over men's noses as they lie asleep.
Her wagon spokes made of long spinner's legs.
The cover of the wings of grasshoppers.
Traces on the smallest spider web.
Their colours are the moonshine watery beams.
Her whip a cricket bone.
Flash of film.
Her wagoner, a small grey-coated gnat, not half so big as a round little worm, pricked from the lazy finger of a maid. Ah! And in this state she gallops, night by night, through lovers' brains, and then they dream of love.
Over courteous knees.
That dream on courtesy's straight.
Over the lawyer's fingers who straight dream on feet.
Oh, a lady's lips who straight on kisses dream.
Which off the angry mab with blisters plagued, because their breaths with sweetmeats tainted are.
Sometimes she gallops over a courteous nose, and then dreams he of smelling out the suit.
Sometime comes she with a tithe pig's tail, tickling a parson's nose as he lies asleep. Then dreams he of another benefice. Sometimes she driveth over a soldier's neck.
And then dreams he of cutting foreign throats.
And breeches. And moscados. Spanish blades.
Of hell's 5 fathoms deep. Hey! And then, anon, drums in his ears, at which he
Starts and wakes.
and being thus frighted, swears a prayer or two and sleeps again. This is the hag that plats the manes of horses in the night, and bakes the elf locks in foul sluttish hairs, which, once untangled, much misfortune brought. This is the hag where maids lie on their backs, that presses them and learns them first to bear, making them women of good carriage. This is she. Peace!
Peace, Mercutio, peace! Thou talkest of nothing.
True, I talk of dreams, which are the children of an idle brain, begot of nothing but vain fantasy, which is as thin of substance as the air, and more inconstant than the wind.
This wind you talk of blows us from ourselves. Supper is done, and we shall come too late.
I fear too early. Oh, my mind misgives some consequence. Yet hanging in the stars, shall bitterly begin his fearful date with this night's revels, and expire the term of a despised life, closed in my breast, by some vile forfeit of untimely death. But he that hath the steerage of my course, direct my sail. On the sea, gentlemen!
Where's Pop that he helps not to move away?
He shift the trencher, he scraped the trencher.
When good manners lie all in one or two men's hands, 'tis a foul thing. Away with the joint stool!
Move the cork cupboard!
Look to the plate! Good now! Save me a piece of marchpane, as thou loves me, let the porter let in Susie Grinstone and Nell. Anthony and Pop-Pan!
Anthony and Pop-Pan!
Aye, boy, ready?
You're looked for and called for!
Asked for and sought for in the great chamber. We cannot be here and there too. Cheerly, boys, be brisk, go out, and the London liver take off.
Unplagued with corns will walk about with you. How now, my mistresses, which of you will now deny to dance? Oh, she that makes dainty, she I swear hath corns. I've seen the day when I have worn a visor and could tell a whispering tale in a fair lady's ear, such as would please. But 'tis gone, 'tis gone, 'tis gone. You are welcome, gentlemen. Come, musicians, play. Pentecost as quickly as it will, some 25 years, and then we marched.
'Tis more, 'tis more. This girl is 30.
You told me that? It was but a ward 2 years ago.
My, how time flies.
What lady is that which doth enrich the hand of yonder knight?
I know not, sir.
Oh, she doth teach the torches to burn bright. If my heart loved till now, oh, forswear its sight, for I ne'er saw true beauty till this night.
This, by his voice, should be a Montague. What? Dares the slave come hither covered with an Attic face, to fleer and scorn at our solemnity? Now, by the stock and honour of my king, to strike him dead I hold it not a sin.
Why, how now, kinsman, wherefore storm you so?
Uncle, this is a Montague, our foe, a villain that is hither come in spite, to scorn at our solemnity this night.
It's young Romeo, is it?
'Tis he, that villain Romeo.
Let him alone. Bears him like a portly gentleman, let's say truth. Verona brags of him to be a virtuous and well-governed Jew. Therefore be patient. Take no note of him. I would not for the wealth of all this town here in my house do him disparagement. Put off these frowns, an ill-beseeming semblance for a feast.
It fits when such a villain is a guest. I'll not endure him.
He shall be endured. What good man, boy, I say he shall. Go to. Am I the master here or you? You'll not endure him. God shall mend my soul. You'll make a mutiny among my guests. You'll set a cock-a-hoop. Oh, you'll be the man.
Why, uncle, 'tis a shame.
Go to. You are a saucy boy, so indeed. This trick may chance to scathe you. I know what you must contrary me. You are a princox. Go.
I will withdraw, but this intrusion shall, now seeming sweet, convert to bitterest gall.
If I profane with my unworthiest hand this holy shrine, a gentle sin is this. My lips, two blushing pilgrims, ready stand to smooth that rough touch with a tender kiss.
The pilgrim, you do want your hand too much. Which mannerly devotion shows in this? The saints have hands which pilgrims' hands do touch, and palm to palm is holy palmers' kiss.
Have not saints' lips and holy palms too?
I pilgrim lips that they must use in prayer.
Oh then, dear saints, let lips do what hands do. Hey, pray, grant thou, lest fate turn to despair.
Saints do not move, they grant for prayer's sake.
Then move not, my prayer's effect I take. Thus, on my lips by thine my sin is purged.
Then have my lips the sin that they have took.
A sin from my lips, a trespass sweetly urged. Give me my sin again.
You kissed by the blood.
Madam! Your lady will place a word with you.
What is her mother?
Mary Bachelor. Her mother is the lady of the house. But a good lady and is the wise of the virtuous. How dares her daughter actually talk so? And can he who can lay hold of her shall have to choose.
Is she Capulet? Oh, dear account, my life is my foe's debt.
Go, but sport standeth best.
I show I fear, the more is my unrest.
Hey, gentlemen, prepare not to be gone. We have a trifle foolish banquet towards. Oh, so indeed. Why, then I thank you, honest gentlemen. I thank you, good night. All torches here. Time for bed. Thank you. It's late. We'll to our rest.
Hear the nurse.
Oh, the son and heir of old Tiberio.
What is he now doing on the door?
Oh, marry that, I think, for young Petruchia.
What is he now? That would not dance.
Oh, I know not.
Go ask his name. If he be mine, my grave is like to be my wedding bed.
His name is Romeo, and a Montague, and the only son of your great enemy.
My only love sprung from my only hate. Too early seen unknown and known too late. Prodigious birth it is to me, that I must love a late enemy.
What's this? What's this?
Oh, and why may I learn even now? Of what I don't know.
Anon, anon. Come, let's away. The strangers are all gone.
All desire doth in his deathbed lie, and young affection gapes to be his heir. That death for which so throned for realm would die, pretended Juliet
when my heart is here. Oh, turn back, Dolores. Find thy centre out. Romeo! 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 My cousin! Romeo! Romeo!
He is wise, and on my life I've stolen him home to bed.
Nay, he ran this orchard. He ran this way and leapt this orchard wall. Oh,
Romeo! Humours! Madman! Passion! Lover! Appear thou in the likeness of a sign. Speak but one rhyme, and I am satisfied. Cry but I me. Pronounce but love and dove. Oh, the ape is dead, and I must conjure him. I conjure thee by Rosalind's bright eyes, by her high forehead, her scarlet lips, her fine foot, straight leg and quivering thigh, and the domains that there adjacent lie. That in thy likeness thou appear to us.
And if he hear thee, thou wilt anger him.
Oh, this cannot anger him. 'Twould anger him to raise his spirits in his mistress's circle, letting it there stand till she had laid it and conjured it down. That was some spite. But my invocation is fair and honest. In his mistress's name, I conjured only but to raise up him.
Come, give himself among these trees. Blind is love, and best befits the dark.
If love be blind, love cannot hit the mark. Now will he sit under a medlar tree and wish his mistress with a kind of fruit that maids call medlars when they laugh alone? Oh, Romeo, that you are. Oh, that you are an open arse and now a pottering pear. Romeo, I'll coo my truckle bed. This field bed is too cold for me to sleep. Oh, come, shall we go?
Go then, for it is too vain to seek him here. That means not to be found.
He jests at scars that never felt a wound. But soft, what light through yonder window breaks? It is the east, and Juliet is the sun. Arise, fair sun, and kill the envious moon, who is already sick and pale with grief, yet thou her made up far more fair than she. 'Tis my lady, oh, 'tis my love, oh, that she knew she were. She speaks, yet she says nothing. But what of that? Her eye discourses, I will answer it. Oh, I am too bold, it is not to me she speaks. Two of the fairest stars in all the heaven, doing some business, and entreat her eyes to twinkle in their spheres till they return. But if her eyes are there, and they in her head, the brightness of her cheek would shame those stars, as daylight doth the lamp. Oh, her eyes in heaven through the airy region stream, so bright, the birds would sing and think it were not night. Oh, see how she leans her cheek upon her hand. Oh, that I were a glove upon that hand, that I might touch that cheek.
Why me?
She speaks. Oh, speak again, bright angel.
Oh, Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou, Romeo? Deny thy father and refuse thy name, or if thou wilt not, be but sworn, my love, and I no longer be a Capulet.
Shall I hear more, or shall I speak at this?
It is but thy name that is thy enemy. Thou art thyself, though not a Montague. What is Montague? It is no hand, nor foot, nor arm, nor face, nor any other part belonging to a man. How be some other name? What is in a name? That which we call a rose, by any other word would smell as sweet. So Romeo would. Were he not Romeo called, retain that dear perfection which he owes without that title. Romeo, doff thy name, and for thy name which is no part of thee, take all myself.
I take thee at thy word. Call me but love, and I'll be new baptized. Henceforth I never will be Romeo.
What man art thou, that thus bescreened in night so stumblest on my counsel?
By a name, I know not how to tell thee who I am. My name, dear saint, is hateful to myself, because it is an enemy to thee.
My ears have not yet drunk 100 words of thy tongue's uttering, and yet I know the sound. Art thou not Romeo, and a Montague?
Neither, fair maid, if either thee dislike.
How camest thou hither? Tell me and wherefore? The orchard walls are high and hard to climb, and the place be death, considering whom thou art, if any of my kinsmen find thee here.
It looks like wings that I will perch these walls. What stony limits cannot hold love out, and what love can do that dares love attempt. Therefore thy kinsmen are no stop to me.
If they do see thee, they will murder thee.
Oh, I have night's cloak to hide me from their eyes. But thou love me. Let them find me here. My life were better ended by their hate, and death prorogued wanting of thy love.
Thou knowest the mask of night is on my face, else would a maiden's blush repaint my cheek, what thou hast heard me speak tonight. Dost thou love me? I know thou wilt say aye, and I will take thee at thy word. Yet if thou swearest, they mayst prove false. Gentle Romeo, if thou dost love, pronounce it faithfully.
Lady, by yonder blessed moon I vow, that tips with silver all these fruit tree tops.
Oh, swear not by the moon, the inconstant moon that monthly changes in a circled orb. Lest like thy love prove likewise variable.
What shall I swear by?
Do not swear at all. Or if thou wilt swear, swear by thy gracious self, and I'll believe thee.
With my heart's dear love.
Well, do not swear. Although I joy in thee, I have no joy in this contract tonight. It is too rash, too unadvised, and too sudden, too like the lightning which does cease to be, till one can say it lightens. Sweet good night. This bud of love by summer's ripening breath may prove to be a beauteous flower when next we meet. Good night.
Oh, wilt thou leave me so unsatisfied?
What satisfaction canst thou have tonight?
The exchange of thy love's faithful vow for mine.
I gave thee mine before thou didst request it, and yet I was at where to give again.
Couldst thou withdraw it? For what purpose, love?
To be frank, and to give it thee again. My bounty is as boundless as the sea, my love is deep. The more I give to thee, the more I have, for both are infinite. Madam! I hear some noise within. Dear love, adieu. The sweet Montague be true, stay but a little, I will come again.
Oh, blessed, blessed night! I'm afeard being a knight, horse is but a dream, too flattering sweet to be substantial.
3 words to you, Romeo, and good night indeed. If thy bent of love be honourable, thy purpose marriage, send me word tomorrow by one epicure to come to thee. Where and what time thou wilt perform the rite, and all my fortunes at thy foot I lay, and follow thee, my lord, throughout the world.
Madam!
I come anon, but if thou meanst not well, I do beseech thee.
Madam!
By and by, come, to cease thy strife, and leave me to my grief. Tomorrow I will send.
So thrive my soul.
1,000 times good night.
1,000 times the worse to want thy light. Love goes towards love as schoolboys from their books, but love from love towards school with heavy looks.
Romeo, what account tomorrow shall I send to thee?
By the hour of 9.
I shall not fail. 'Tis 20 years till then. I have forgot why I did call thee back.
And let me stand here till I'll remember it.
I shall forget. Have thee still stand there, remembering how I love thy company.
And I'll still stay to have thee still forget, forgetting any other home but this.
'Tis almost morning. I will have thee gone, and yet no farther than wanton spared. Thou lets her hop a little from his hand, and with a silken thread plucks it back again, so loving, jealous of his liberty.
I would I were thy bird.
Sweet, so would I, and yet I would kill thee with much cherishing. Good night, good night. Parting is such sweet sorrow, that I shall say good night till it be morrow.
Sleep dwell upon thine eyes, peace in thy breast. Would thou were sleep and peace, so sweet to rest. The grey-eyed moon smiles on the frowning night, checkering the eastern clouds with streaks of light. Hence will I to my ghostly sigh's close cell, her help to crave, and my dear hap to tell.
Advances burning eye, the day to cheer and night stand due to dry. I must fulfill this osier cage bars, They are for weeds and precious juice flowers.
Oh, Nickel, it's a trifle grove that lies in land, stone, and crocodile.
But no found earned up them the great battle goods up there. Virtue itself sometimes turns vice being misapplied, and vice sometimes by action dignified.
Within the infant rind of this sweet flower, poison hath residence and medicine power. For this, being smelt, with the part that cheers each part, and being tasted, stays all senses of the heart. See such opposed kings and cantons still, in grace and rude will, and where the worser is predominant, full soon the canker death eats up the plants.
Good morrow, mother.
Ah, Benedictus, what early tongue so sweet saluted me? Young son, it argues a distempered head so soon to bid good morrow to thy bed. Therefore thy earliness doth me assure thou art aroused of some distemperature. Or if not so, then here I hit it right. Our Romeo hath not been in bed tonight.
But that last is true. Sweeter rest is mine.
God pardon him. Wast thou with Rosaline?
Rosaline? My ghostly mother, no. I forgot that name and that name's woe.
That's my good son. Where have
I'll tell thee ere thou askest me again. I have been feasting with mine enemy, where on a sudden one hath wounded me that finely wounded. Both our remedies within thy help and holy physic lies.
Be plain, good son, and holy in thy faith. Riddling defence lies, but riddling swift.
Then plainly know, my heart still is set on the fair daughter of rich Capulet. As mine on hers, so hers is set on mine. And all combined, save what thou must combine by holy marriage. When have we met, we wooed and made exchange of vow. I'll tell thee as we pass, but this I pray, that thou consent to marry us today.
Holy St. Francis, what a change is here. Is Rosalind, whom thou didst love so dear, so soon forsaken? Young men's love then lies not truly in their hearts, but in their eyes. Jesu Maria, what a deal of brine hath washed thy sallow cheek for Rosaline. Lo, tear upon thy cheek doth sit, the stain of an old tear that is not washed off yet. And art thou changed? Pronounce this sentence then. Women may fall when there's no strength in men.
Thou chid me off for loving Rosaline.
For doting, not for loving, pupil mine.
And bade me bury love.
Not in a grave to lay one in, another out to have.
I pray thee chide me not. Her I love now, just grace for grace, and love for love allow. The other did not so.
She knew too well thy love did read thy rote that could not spell. But come, young waverer, come go with me. In one sense I'll thy assistance be. For this alliance may so happy prove to turn your household rancor to your love.
Oh, let us hence! Mwah! I stand on sudden haste!
Wisely and slow, they stumble that run fast.
as I spoke with his man.
That same pale-hearted wench, that Rosalind, torments him so he will sure run mad.
Tybalt, the kinsman to old Capulet, hath sent a letter to his father's house.
A challenge on my life.
Romeo will answer it.
Any man that can write may answer a letter.
Nay, he will answer the letter's master how he dares being dared.
Alas, poor Romeo, he is already dead. Stabbed with the white wench's black eye. Run through the ear with a love song. The very pin of his heart. Cleft with the blind bow-voiced butcher. And is he a man to encounter Tybalt?
Why? What is Tybalt?
Oh, more than Prince of Cats. He's the courageous captain of compliments. He fights as you sing prick songs. Keeps time, distance and proportion. He rests his minim rests. 1, 2, and the third in your bosom. The very butcher of a silk button. A duellist, a duellist. A gentleman of the first house, of the first and second cause. Ah, the immortal passado, the punto reverso, the hey.
The what?
The pox of such new tuners of accents. By Jesu, a very tall man, a very good blade, a very good whore. Why, is this not a lamentable thing, grandsire, that we shall be thus afflicted with these strange flies? These fashion-mongers? They stand so much on the new form that they cannot sit at ease on the old bench.
Here comes Romeo. Here comes Romeo.
Oh, without his roe, like a dried herring. Oh, flesh, flesh, how art thou fishy-fied? Hildings and harlots. You gave us the counterfeit fairly last night.
Good morrow to you both. What counterfeit did I give you?
The slip, sir, the slip. Can you not concede?
Pardon? Good Mercutio, my business was great. And in such a case as mine, a man may strain courtesy.
That's as much to say. A case such as yours constrains a man to bow in the hams.
Meaning to curtsy.
Thou hast most kindly hit it.
Oh, a most courteous exposition.
I am the very pink of courtesy.
Pink for flower.
Right.
Why then, is my pump well flowered? What?
I will fight thee by the ear for that, yes.
Fight not.
Oh, it's not this better than groaning for love. Now art thou Romeo. Now art thou sociable. Thou art what thou art by art as well as by nature. This love, it's like a great natural that runs lolling up and down to hide its bauble in a hole.
Stop there! Stop there!
What? Thou desirest me to stop in my tail against the hair?
Thou wouldst made thy tail large.
Oh, thou art deceived. For I were to make it short. For I were to come to the whole depth of my tail. And meant indeed to occupy the argument no longer. Here's goodly gear. A sail, a sail! Oh, two. A shirt and a smock.
Peter! My fan, Peter!
Peter, to hide her face, for her fan's the fairer face.
Good ye, good morrow, gentlemen.
Good ye, good e'en, fair gentlewoman.
Is it good eve?
'Tis no less, for the bawdy hand of the dial is now upon the prick.
Oh, I'll tell you! Oh, what a man are you!
Or one gentlewoman that God has made himself to mar.
Oh, and I speak anything against me, I'll take him down. Thou are lustier than he is and 20 such jacks. I'm none of his flirt girls. I'm none of his skeins mates. And thou must stand by too, suffer every knave to use me at his pleasure.
I saw no man use you at his pleasure. If I had, my weapon should have quickly been out. I warrant you, I dare draw as soon as another man. If I see an occasion in a good quarrel, and the law on my side.
This is an old hair whore, my friend. An old whore. Oh, yes, it's an old hair whore. An old whore, an old hair whore is very good meat in length. But a hair that is whore is too much for a score. When it whores in, it be spent. Romeo, Will you come to your father's? We'll to dinner thither.
I will follow you.
Farewell, ancient lady. Farewell, lady.
Now, before God, I am so deaf that every part about me quivers, God be named. I pray you, sir, a word. My young lady bid me inquire you out. What you bid me say I will keep to myself. But first let me tell ye, if ye should lead her in a fool's paradise, as they say, it were a very gross kind of behaviour, as they say. But the gentlewoman is young. Therefore, if you should deal double with her, truly it were a nil thing to be offered to any gentlewoman, and very weak dealing.
Nurse, commend me to thy lady.
Oh, good heart, and in faith I will tell her as much. Lord, Lord, you will be a joyful woman.
What wilt thou tell her, nurse? Thou dost not mark me.
I will tell her, sir, that you do protest, which, as I think, is a gentlemanlike offer.
Bid her devise some means to come to Shrift this afternoon, and there she shall, at Friar Lawrence cell, be shrived and married. Here is for thy pains.
Oh, no, truly, sir, not a penny.
Oh, go to, I say you shall.
This afternoon, she shall be there. Peter!
And on!
Before and apace.
The clock struck 9 when I did send the nurse. In half an hour she promised to return. Perchance she cannot meet him. That's not so. Now the sun is on the highestmost hill of this day's journey, and from 9 till 12 is 3 long hours, and yet she not come. Had she affections of warm and youthful blood, my words would bandy her to my sweet love and his to me. Child folk, many fain as they were dead, unwieldy, heavy, slow, and palely led. Oh, she comes. Oh, nurse, what news? Hast thou met with him? Send thy man away.
Oh, Peter.
Yeah?
Stay at the gate.
Now, nurse, what news? Oh, why thou lookest sad? If thy news be sad, yet tell them merrily. If good, thou shamest the music of sweet news. Thy plainlands move so sour face.
Oh, I am weary. Give me leave a while. Oh, fie, how my bones ache. Oh, jaunts of I.
I would that I thou my bones and I thy news. Nay, come, I pray thee, nurse, speak. Good nurse, speak.
Oh, Jesus, what haste. Can you not stay a while? Can you not see that I am out of breath?
How art thou out of breath when thou hast the breath to say to me that thou art out of breath? The excuse that thou dost make in this delay is longer than a tale thou dost excuse. Is thy news good or bad? Answer to that. Say either and I'll stay the circumstance. Is it good or bad?
Well, you have made a simple choice. You know not how to choose a man. Romeo. No, not he. Though his face be fairer than any man's, and his legs excel all man's, and for a hand and a body and a foot, though they not be taught on, they are past compare. He's not the flower of courtesy, but I'll warrant him as gentle as a lamb. Go thy ways, wench, save God. Have you dined at home?
No. But all this did I know before. What says thou on marriage? What of that?
Oh, Lord! Am like an honest gentleman, and a kind and a courteous. And I warrant a handsome. Where is your mother?
Where is my mother? Why, she is within. Where should she be? How oddly thou replyest. Your love serves like an honest gentleman. Where is your mother?
God, lady dear, marry, come up, I trow. Isn't this the poultice for my aching bones? Henceforth, do your messages yourself.
Come, what said Romeo?
Have you got leave to go to shrift today?
I have.
Then hie you hence to Friar Lawrence's cell. There stands a husband to make you a wife. Now comes a wanton blood upon your cheeks. Hie you to the church. I must another way to fetch a ladder, by which your love must climb a bird's nest soon when it is dark. I am the drudge and toil of your delight, but you shall bear the burden soon at night. Go out to dinner. Hie you to the cell.
Hie to high fortune. Honest nurse, farewell.
So, smile the heavens upon this holy act, that after hours with sorrow chide us not.
Amen, but come what sorrow can. It cannot counterbear the exchange of joy that one short minute gives me in her sight. Do thou but close our hands with holy words. Can love devouring death do what he dare? It's enough I may but call her mine.
These violent delights have violent ends, and in their triumph die like fire and powder, which as they kiss consume. Therefore, love moderately. Long love doth so. Too swift arrives as tardy as too slow. Here comes the lady. Oh, so light of foot ne'er wore out the everlasting flint.
Good evening to my ghostly confessor.
Romeo shall thank thee, daughter, for us both.
As much to him, else as thanks too much.
Oh, Juliet, the measure of thy joy be heaped like mine, and that thy skill be more to blaze in it. Hence sweeten with thy breathless neighbour air, and let rich music's tongue unfold the imagined happiness that both receive in either by this dear encounter.
They are but beggars that can count their worth. But my true love's grown to such excess, they cannot sum up the sum of half my wealth.
Come, come, and we will make short work, for by your leaves you shall not stay alone, till Holy Church incorporate two in one.
Let's retire. The day is hot and the Capulets are abroad, and if we meet, we shall not scrape a brawl. For now, these hot days is the mad blood stirring.
Thou art like one of these fellows, when he enters the confines of a tavern, claps me his sword upon the table, and shouts, "Send me no need of thee," and draws him on the draw, when indeed there is no need.
Am I like such a fellow?
Come, come, thou art as hot a jack in thy mood as any in Italy, and as soon moved to be moody, and as soon moody to be moved. Thou wilt quarrel with a man that hath a hair more or a hair less in his beard than thou hast. Thou wilt quarrel with a man for cracking nuts, for no other reason but because thou hast hazel eyes. What I but such an eye would spy out such a quarrel. Thy head is as full of quarrels as an egg is full of meat. and yet thy head has been beaten as addle as an egg for quarrelling. Didst thou not quarrel with a man for coughing in the street, because he had wakened thy dog that hath lain asleep in the sun? Didst thou not fall out with the tailor for wearing his new doublet before Easter, and with another for tying his new shoes with old ribbons? And yet thou wilt tutor me from quarrelling.
If I were so apt to quarrel as thou art, any man should buy my life for an hour and a quarter. By my head, here comes the Capulets.
Oh, by my heel, I care not.
Gentlemen, good e'en. A word with one of you.
And but one word with one of us? Couple it with something. Make it a word and a blow.
You will find me apt enough to that, sir, and you will give me occasion.
Couldst thou not take some occasion without giving?
Mercutio, thou consortest with Romeo.
Consort? What? Dost thou make us minstrels? And thou make minstrels of us? Here's my fiddlestick. Look to hear nothing but discards. Consort.
We talk here in the public haunt of men. Either withdraw us to some private places, or reason coldly with your grievances. Here all eyes gaze on us.
Men's eyes were made to look, and let them gaze. I'll not budge for no man's pleasure, I.
Well, peace be with you, sir. Here comes my man.
But I'll be hanged, sir, if you wear your livery.
Romeo, the love I bear thee can afford no better term than this. Thou art a villain.
Tybalt, the reason I have to love thee does much excuse the appertaining raised to such a greeting. Villain am I none. Therefore farewell, I see thou knowest me not.
Boy! This shall not excuse the injuries thou hast done me. Therefore turn and draw.
I do protest I never injured thee. And so, good Capulet, which name I tender as dearly as mine own, be satisfied.
Oh, calm, vile, dishonourable submission. Alistair Carter carries it away. Tybalt! You rat catcher! Will you walk?
What wilt thou have with me?
Why, nothing but one of your 9 lives. That I mean to make bold withal. And as you shall use me hereafter, dry beat the rest of the 8. Now will you pluck your sword from his pilcher by the ears? Make haste, lest mine be about your ears ere it be out.
I am for you.
Oh, gentle Mercutio, put thy rage in us. Oh, draw, Benvolio, keep down their weapons. Oh, gentlemen, for shame! Bear this outrage! Tybalt! Mercutio! Oh, the Prince expressly hath forbid this bandying in the very streets! Oh, Tybalt! Mercutio!
I am hurt. A plague of both your houses. I am sped. Is he gone and hath nothing?
What? Art thou hurt?
Aye, a scratch, a scratch. Go, villain, fetch a surgeon.
Courage, man, the hurt cannot be much.
No, 'tis not so deep as a well, nor so wide as a church, no. But 'tis enough. 'Twill serve. Ask for me tomorrow, and you shall find me a great man. I wasn't for this world. Zoot! A plague of both your houses. A dog, a rat, a mouse, a cat, to scratch a man to death. A rogue, a braggart, a villain, that fights by the book of arithmetic. Why the devil you came between us? I was hurt under your arm.
I thought all for the best.
Benvolio, help me into some house or I shall faint. A plague of both your houses. They have made worms meat of me.
My very friend has got this mortal hurt on my behalf. My reputation is stained with Tybalt's slander. Tybalt, as an hour has been my cousin. Oh, sweet Juliet.
Romeo! Romeo. Brave Mercutio is dead. That gallant spirit hath espied the clouds, which too untimely here did scorn the earth.
Oh, this day's black fate on no days doth depend. This but begins where others must end. Again in triumph, and Mercutio slain. Tybalt, take the villain back again that late thou gavest me. For Mercutio's soul is but a little way above our heads, staying for thine to keep him company. Either thou, or I, or both must go with him.
Thou wretched boy that did consort him here, shall with him hence.
This shall determine that.
Romeo, away, begone! The citizens are up and Tybalt slain. Stand not at me, as the prince will do me death if thou art taken. Stand not at me, away, begone!
Oh, I am fortune's fool!
Why dost thou stay?
Which way ran he to kill Mercutio? About that murderer! Which way ran he?
There lies that Tybalt.
Get them, get those monsters! Get them!
Of this fray.
Tybalt here slain, who Romeo's hand did slay. That slew thy kinsman brave Mercutio.
Tybalt, my cousin, oh my brother's child, oh prince, oh husband, oh the bloody spilt of our dear kinsman. Prince, as thou art true, for blood of ours shed blood of Montague.
Who began this bloody fray?
Tybalt here slain, whom Romeo's hand did slay. An envious thrust from Tybalt hit the life of stout Mercutio. And then Tybalt fled, but by and by comes back to Romeo, who had but newly entertained revenge. And took they go like lightning. If I could draw to part them, was stout Tybalt slain. And as he fell, did Romeo turn to fly. This is the truth. Or let Benvolio die.
He is a kinsman to the Montague. Affection makes him false. He speaks not true. Some 20 of them fought in black strife, and almost 20 could but kill one life. I beg for justice, which thou, prince, must give. Romeo slew Tybalt.
No.
Romeo must not live.
He slew Mercutio, who now the price of his dear blood doth owe.
Not Romeo, Prince. He was Mercutio's friend. His fault concludes, but what the law should end the life of Tybalt.
And for that offence immediately do we exile him hence. I have an interest in your heart's proceeding. My blood of your rude brawl doth lie a-bleeding. But I'll mercy with so strong a fine that you shall all repent the loss of mine. I'll be deaf to pleading and excuses. Nor tears, nor prayers shall purchase out abuses, therefore use none. Let Romeo hence in haste, else when he's found, that ours is last. Bear hence this body, and attend our will. Mercy but murders, pardoning those that kill.
Gallop apace, you fiery footed steeds, towards famous lodgings. Such a wagon on his feet and would whip you to the west, and bring in cloudy night immediately. Spread thy closed curtain, look performing night, that runaway eyes may wink, and Romeo leap into these arms, and talk deaf and unseen. Come night, come Romeo, come thou day and night, for thou wilt lie upon the wings of night, whiter than new snow upon a raven's back. Come night, come loving black brown night, give me my Romeo, and when I shall die, take him and cut him out in little stars. And he will make the face of heaven so fine that all the world will be in love with night, and pay no worship to the garish sun. How I have bought the mansion of love, but not yet possessed it, and though I am sold, not yet enjoyed. So tedious is this day, as is the night before some festival, to an impatient child that had new robes and may not wear them. Oh, here's my nurse, and she brings news, and every tongue that speaks but Romeo's name speaks heavenly eloquence. Now, nurse, what news? Why dost thou wring thy hands?
Oh, where a day, he's dead. He's dead, we are undone, lady. Lack the day, he's gone, he's killed, he's dead.
Can heaven be so envious?
Oh, Romeo can, no, heaven cannot. Oh, Romeo, whoever would have thought it, Romeo?
What torture is this that does torment me thus? This torture should be run in dismal hell. Has Romeo slain himself? Say not but I, if he be slain, say I, and if not, no. 3 sounds determine my weal or woe.
I saw the wound, I saw it with mine eyes. God save the mark here on his manly breast. Piteous course, a bloody piteous course. Pale, pale as ashes, all bedaubed in blood, all in gore, blood I swooned at the sight.
Oh, break my heart!
Oh, Tybalt, the best friend I ever had. A courteous Tybalt, honest gentleman, that ever I should live to see thee dead.
What storm is this that blows so contrary? Is Romeo slaughtered and Tybalt dead? My dearest cousin and my dearer lord, the dreadful trumpets and the general doom. For who will live and give those two are gone?
Tybalt is gone. Romeo banished, Romeo that killed him, he is banished.
Oh God, did Romeo's hand shed Tybalt's blood?
It did, alas, the day it did.
Serpent heart hid with a flowering face, did ever dragon keep so fair a cave? Was ever dragon containing such vile matter so verily bound? Oh, that deceit should dwell in such a gorgeous palace.
There's no faith, no trust, no honesty in men, all perjured, all forsworn, all naught, all dissemblers. These griefs, these woes, these sorrows make me old. Shame come to Romeo.
Blessed be thy tongue for such a wish. Romeo was not born to shame, upon his brow shame is ashamed to sit. It is a throne where honour may be crowned, so monarch of the universal earth. What beast who was to chide at him?
Will you speak well of him that killed your cousin?
Shall I speak ill of him that is my husband? Oh, poor my lord, what tongue shall smooth thy name, when I, thy 3 hours wife, have mangled it? Wherefore, villain, didst thou kill my cousin? That villain cousin would have killed my husband. Back, foolish tears. Back to your native spring. Romeo lives that Tybalt would have slain, and Tybalt's dead that would have killed my husband. All this is comfort. Wherefore I weep then? Some word there was worse than Tybalt's death that murdered me. I would forget it fain. Tybalt is dead, and Romeo banished. That one word banished and slain 10,000 Tybalts. Tybalt's death was bad enough if it had ended there. Tybalt is dead, Romeo banished. To speak that word is father, mother, Romeo, Juliet, all slain, all gone. There is no end, no measure, no bound in that word's death. No words can that woe sound. Where is my father and my mother, nurse?
Weeping and wailing over Tybalt's cause. Will you go to them? I will bring you thither.
Wash their wounds with my tears. Mine shall be spent when there's a dry for Romeo's banishment.
Hie to your chamber. I'll fetch Romeo to comfort you. He is hid at Lawrence cell.
Oh, find him, and give this ring to my true knight. and bid him take his last farewell.
What news?
I bring thee tidings of the prince's doom.
What less than doom says the prince's doom?
A gentler sentence vanished from his lips. Not body's death, but body's banishment.
Oh, banishment! Oh, be merciful, say death! For exile hath more terror in his look. Much more than death, do not say banishment.
Oh, hence from Verona art thou banished. Be patient, for the world is broad and wide.
There is no world without Verona walls. Oh, purgatory, torture, hell itself. Since banished is banished from the world.
Oh, deadly sin, oh, rude unthankfulness, thy fault our law calls death. But the kind prince, taking thy part, hath rushed aside the law and turned that black word death to banishment. This is dear mercy, and thou seest it not.
'Tis torture and not mercy. Heaven is here where Juliet lives, and every cat and dog and little mouse. Every unworthy thing live here in heaven and may look on earth. But Romeo may not. He is banished.
Oh, thou fond madman, hear me a little speak.
Oh, thou wilt speak again of banishment.
I'll give thee armour to keep off that word. Adversity's sweet milk philosophy to comfort thee, though thou art banished.
Yet banished. Hang up philosophy. Unless philosophy can make it, Juliet. Displants the town. Reverse the prince's doom. It helps not, it prevails not. Talk no more.
Oh, then I see that madmen have no ears.
Thou canst not speak of that thou dost not feel. Wert thou as young as I, Juliet thy love, and thou but married, Tybalt murdered, doting like me banished. Thence mightst thou speak, thence mightst thou tear thy hair, and fall on the ground as I do now, taking the measure of an unmade grave.
Oh, who's there?
Oh, Holy Friar! Oh, tell me, Holy Friar, where is Romeo? Where is my lady's lord?
There on the ground, made drunk with his own tears.
Oh, he is even in my mistress's case, just as in her case, even so lies she, blubbering and weeping, weeping and blubbering. Stand up! Stand up! Rise and stand and be a man! For Juliet's sake, rise and stand!
Speakest thou of Juliet? How is it with her? Does not she think me an old murderer? Where is she and how doth she? What says my concealed lady to our cancelled love?
Oh, she says nothing, sir, but weeps and weeps, and then falls on her bed, and then starts up and Devil calls, and Romeo cries and down falls again.
As if that name shot from the deadly level of a gun did murder her. As that name's cursed hand did murder her kinsman. Oh, tell me, friar, tell me, in what vile part of this anatomy does my name lodge? Tell me that I may sack the hateful mansion.
Oh, hold thy desperate hand. Hast thou slain Tybalt? Wilt thou slay thyself and slay thy lady that in thy life lives by doing damned hate upon thyself? What rouse thee, man? Thy Juliet is alive, for whose dear sake thou wast but lately dead. There art thou happy. Tybalt would kill thee. Thou slewest Tybalt. There art thou happy. The law which threatens death becomes thy friend and turns it to exile. There art thou happy. A pack of blessings light upon thy back. Go, get thee hence, get thee to thy love as was decreed. Ascend her chamber hence and comfort her. But look, thou stay not till the watch be set, for then thou canst not pass to Mantua, where thou shalt live till we can find a time to blaze your marriage, beg pardon of the prince, reconcile your friends, and call thee back. Nurse, go before. Commend me to thy lady. Romeo is coming.
Oh, I could have stayed here all night to hear good counsel. Oh, what learning is. My lord, I'll tell my lady you will come.
Do so, and bid my sweet prepare to chide.
Here, sir, a ring she bid me give you. High you make haste, for it grows very late.
Oh, my comfort is revived by this.
I'll find out your man, and he shall signify from time to time every good hap to you that chances here. Give me your hand. 'Tis late. Farewell.
But that a joy past joy cuts out on me. It were a grief so brief to part with thee. Farewell.
Things have fallen out, sir, so unluckily that we have not had time to move our daughter. Look you, she loved her kinsman Tybalt dearly. So did I. Oh, well, we were born to die. It's very late. She'll not come down tonight, I promise you.
These times of woe afford no time to woo. Madam, good night. Commend me to thy daughter.
I will, and know her mind early tomorrow. Tonight she's mewed up to her heaviness.
Sir Paris, I will make a desperate tender of my child's love. I think she will be ruled in all respects by me, nay more, I doubt it not. Wife, go you to her ere you go to bed. Acquaint her here of my son Paris's love, and bid her, mark you me, on Wednesday next. Oh, but soft. What day is this?
Monday, my lord.
Monday? Ha! Oh, Wednesday is too soon. Thursday, then. Thursday shall be. Tell her she shall be married to this noble earl. Will you be ready? Do you like this haste? We'll keep no great ado, a friend or two. For mark you, Tybalt being slain so late, it may be thought we held him carelessly, being our kinsman, if we revel much. Therefore we'll have some half a dozen friends, and there an end. Now what say you to Thursday?
My lord, I would that Thursday were tomorrow.
Get you gone. Thursday be it then. Go you to Juliet. Prepare her wife against this wedding day. Oh me, it is so very late. We may call it early by and by. Good night.
Wilt thou be gone? It is not yet near day. It was the nightingale and not the lark that pierced the fearful hollow of thine ear. Neither she sings on yon pomegranate tree. Believe me, love, it was the nightingale.
It was the lark, the herald of the morn, no nightingale. Look, love, what envious streaks do lace the severing clouds in yonder east. Night's candles are burnt out, and Jockunday stands tiptoe on the misty mountain tops. I must be gone and live, or stay and die.
Yon light is not daylight, I know it I. It is some meteor that the sun exhales. To be this night's torchbearer, I need thee on thy way to Mantua. Therefore stay yet, thou needst not be gone.
Let me be ta'en, let me be put to death. I am content so thou wilt have it so. I have more care to stay than will to go. Oh, come death and welcome. Juliet wills it so. It is not day.
I hence be gone away. It is the Lord that sings so out of tune. She's making harsh discord and unpleasing sharps. Oh, now be gone, more light and light it grows.
More light and light, more dark and dark our woes.
Madam,
Yes?
the day is broke. Be wary, look about.
Then winter, let day in and let life out.
Farewell, farewell, one kiss and I'll descend.
Art thou gone so? Love, Lord, I husband, friend. I must hear from thee every day in the hour. For in a minute there are many days. Oh, by this count I shall be much in years. Here again I shall behold my Romeo.
Farewell. I will omit no opportunity that may convey my greetings, love, to thee.
Thinks we shall ever meet again.
I doubt it not. And all these woes should serve for sweet discourses in our times to come.
God, I have an ill-divining soul. Methinks I see thee now. Thou art so low as one dead on the bottom of a tomb. Neither my eyesight fails, or thou lookest pale.
Trust me, love, my eyes so do you. Dry sorrow drinks our blood. Adieu, adieu.
Fortune, fortune, all men call thee fickle. If thou art fickle, what dost thou with him that is renowned for thee? Be fickle, fortune, but then I hope thou wilt not keep him long, but send him back.
Oh, daughter, are you up?
Who is it that calls? 'Tis my lady mother. Is she not down so late or up so early? What unaccustomed cause proceeds her hither?
Well, how now, Juliet?
Madam, I am not well.
Evermore weeping for thy cousin's death? But wilt thou not wash him from his grave with tears?
Yet let me weep for such a feeling loss.
Well, girl, thou weepest not so much for his death as that the villain lives which slaughtered him.
What villain, madam?
That same villain, Romeo.
Villain and he may be many miles asunder. God pardon him. I do, with all my heart.
That is because the treacherous murderer lives.
I, madam, from the reach my hands.
We will have vengeance for it, fear thou not, though weep no more. I will send to one in Mantua, where that same banished renegade doth live, shall give him such an unaccustomed dram, that he shall soon keep Tybalt company, and then I hope thou shalt be satisfied.
Indeed, I never shall be satisfied with Romeo, until I behold him dead. Is poor my heart so for kinsman's vexed? Madam, if you could find out what a man to bear poison, I would temper it, so Romeo upon receipt thereon, so sleep shall soon sleep in quiet. Oh, how my heart abhors him, names it cannot come to him. Upon the love I bore my cousin, upon his body thou slaughtered him.
Find thou the means, and I will find such a man. But now, I'll tell thee joyful tidings, girl.
And joy comes in such needful times. What are they, I beseech your ladyship?
Well, well, thou hast a careful father, child, one who, to put thee from thy heaviness, hath sorted out a sudden day of joy, which thou expects not, and I look not for.
What day is this?
Marry, my child, the gallant young and noble gentleman, the County Paris in St. Peter's Church, will happily make you there a joyful bride.
Now by St. Peter's Church and Peter too, he shall not make me there a joyful bride. I wonder in the taste that I must wed, ere it be a husband comes to woo. I pray you, tell my lord and father, madam, I shall not marry yet, and when I do, I swear it shall be to Romeo, whom you know I hate rather than Paris. It is a news indeed.
Here comes your father now. Tell him so yourself, and see how he shall take it at your hands.
What? Still in tears? Evermore showering? How now, wife? Have you delivered to her our decree?
Aye, sir, but she will have none. She gives you thanks. I would the fool were married to her grave.
Soft. Take me with you. Take me with you, wife. Will she none? Does she not give us thanks? Is she not proud? Does she not count her blessed, unworthy as she is, that we have found so worthy a gentleman to be her bride?
Not proud that you have, but thankful that you have. And proud I can never be of what I hate, but thankful for hate, that is meant love.
How? Shut logic. What is this? Proud, and I thank you, and I thank you not, yet not so proud. Mistress minion you. Thank me no thankings, nor proud me no prouds, but fettle your fine joints against Thursday next to go with Paris to St. Peter's Church, for I will drag thee on a hurdle thither. Ouch, great sickness, carrying baggage, tallow face.
What, are you mad?
Good father, I beseech you on my knees, hear me with patience, but to speak a word.
Hang me a baggage, disobedient wretch. I tell thee what, get thee to church a Thursday, or never after look me in the face. Speak not, reply not, do not answer me. My fingers itch. Wife, we scarce thought us blessed that God had lent us but this only child, and now I see this one is one too much, and that we have a curse in having her. Out on her, Hilding.
God in heaven, bless her! You are to blame, Lord, to rate her so!
And why, my lady Wisdom? Hold your tongue, good Prudence. Smatter with your gossips.
Speak
Go!
of treason!
Oh, goody.
May not one speak.
Peace, you mumbling fool! After your gravity or a gossip's bowl, for here we need it not.
You are too hot.
God's red, it makes me mad. Day and night, work, play, alone, in company, and still my care had been to have her matched. And having now provided a gentleman of noble parentage, of fair domains, youthful, nobly trained, stuffed, as they say, with honourable parts, proportioned as one's thoughts would wish a man, and then to have a wretched, puling fool, a whining mallet in her fortune's tender to answer, I will not, love, I cannot wed, I am too young, I pray you pardon me. Oh, pardon you, and you will not wed. Graze where you will, you shall not house with me. Look to it, I do not use to jest. Thursday is near, you be mine, I'll give you to my friend, and you be not. Hang, beg, starve, die in the streets, for by thy soul I'll ne'er acknowledge thee, nor what is mine shall ever do thee good. Trust to it, bethink you, I'll not be forsworn.
Oh, isn't it pity sitting in the clouds that does see in the bottom of my grief? Oh, sweet my mother, cast me not away. Delay this marriage for a month, a week, or if thou wilt not, make my bride a bed in that dim monument where Tybalt lies.
Talk not to me, for I'll not speak a word. Do as thou wilt, for I have done with thee.
God, oh nurse, how shall this be prevented? What sayest thou? Hast thou not a word of joy? Some comfort, nurse.
Faith, here it is. Romeo is banished, and all the world to nothing that he dares ne'er come back to challenge you. And if he did, it needs must be by stealth. And since the case so stands as now it does, I think it best you married with the county. Oh, he's a lovely gentleman. Romeo's a dishclout to him, madam, an eagle. Hast not so green, so quick, so fair an eye as Paris hath. Else beshrew my heart, I think you'd be happy in this second match, for it excels your first. And if it did not, I think your first were dead, or 'twere as good he were.
Speaks thou from thy heart?
And from my soul too, else beshrew them both.
Amen.
What?
Well, thou hast comforted me marvellous much. Go in and tell my lady I am gone, having displeased my father to Lawrence the South, to make confession and be absolved.
Marry I will, and this is wisely done.
Ancient damnation! O most wicked fiend! Is it more sin to wish me this forsworn, or to depraise my lord with the same tongue which she has praised him so many thousand times before? Go, counsellor. Thou and my bosom henceforth shall be twain. I'll to the friar to know her remedy. If all else fail, myself have power to die.
On Thursday, sir. The time is very short.
My father Capulet will have it so, and I am nothing slow to slack his haste.
You say you do not know the lady's mind.
Immoderately she weeps for Tybalt's death, and therefore have I little talked of love. Her father, in his wisdom, hasted our marriage to stop the inundation of her tears. Now do you know the reason of this haste?
Why, would I knew not why it should be slowed. comes the lady.
Happily met, my lady and my wife.
That may be so when I may be a wife.
That may be, must be, love, on Thursday next.
What must be shall be.
That's a certain text.
Come you to make confession to this father?
To confess to you, I should confess to you.
So will ye? I am sure that you love me.
If I do, it would be more of a price being spake behind your back than to your face.
Poor soul, thy face is much abused with tears.
The tears are small victory by that, for they were bad enough before their spite.
Thou wrong'st it more than tears with that report.
That is no slander, sir, which is a truth. What I spake it to my face.
Thy face is mine, and thou hast slandered it.
That may be, sir, for it is not mine own. Are you at leisure, Holy Mother, now, or shall I come to you at evening mass?
My lord, we must entreat this time alone.
God shield I should disturb devotion. Juliet, on Thursday early will I rouse ye. Till then, adieu, and keep this holy kiss.
Come weep with me, past hope, past cure, past hell.
Oh, Juliet, I already know thy grief. I hear thou must, and nothing may prorogue it, on Thursday next be married to this county.
Tell me not how thou hearest of this, unless thou tell me how I may prevent it. Give me some present counsel, or behold, twist my extremes of me, and this bloody knife shall play the umpire.
Oh, hold then. I do espy a kind of hope. If rather than marry County Paris, thou hast the strength of will to slay thyself, then is it likely thou wouldst undertake a thing like death, to chide away this shame? And if thou darest, I'll give thee ready.
Oh, bid me leave rather than marry Paris, of the battlements of any tower, or walk in thievish ways, or bid me lurk where serpents are. Chain me with roaring bears, or bid me go to a new made grave, and lie with a dead man in his shroud. Things to have them told and made me tremble, and yet I would do without fear or doubt, to live an unstained wife to my sweet love.
Hold then. Go home, be merry, consent to marry Paris. Tomorrow is Wednesday. Tomorrow night look that thou liest alone. Take thou this vial, and its distilling liquor drink thou off, when presently through all thy veins shall run a cold and drowsy humour. For no pulse, no breath, no warmth shall testify thou livest. The roses in thy lips and cheeks shall fade to wanny ashes. Thy eyes' windows close like death when he closes up the death of life. Each part, deprived of supple government, shall stiff and cold and stark appear, like death. And in this shrunken likeness of death, thou shalt continue 42 hours, and then awake, as if from pleasant sleep. Now, in the morning, when the bridegroom comes to wake thee from thy bed, there art thou dead. Thou shalt be carried to that same ancient mount, wherein all the kindred of the Capulets lie. Meantime, against thy waking, shall Romeo by my letters no more writ. And hither shall he come, and he and I shall watch thy wakening, and that very night shall Romeo bear thee off to Mantua.
Oh, give me, tell me not of fear.
Hold then, be strong and prosperous in this resolve. I'll send a friar with speed to Mantua with my letters to thy lord.
Love, give me strength, and strength shall help afford. Farewell.
As many guests as here are writ. There are go hire me 20 cunning cooks.
You shall have none ill, sir, but I'll try if they can lick their fingers.
How canst thou try them so?
Marry, sir, 'tis an ill cook that cannot lick his own fingers. Therefore he that cannot lick his fingers, go not with me.
Go, be gone. We shall be much unfurnished for this time. Why, has my daughter gone to Friar Lawrence?
Aye, forsooth.
Ha! he may chance to do some good on her. Ha.
Look! See where she comes from Shrift with merry look.
Why, how now, my headstrong, where have you been gadding?
For I have gone to learn me to repent the sin of disobedient opposition to you and your behests, and I am enjoined by holy lords to fall prostrate here to beg your pardon. Pardon, I beseech you, henceforth I am ever ruled by you.
Well, have this not knit up tomorrow morning? I am glad on it. This is well. Stand up. This is as should be. And now, let's see the county. Come and fetch him hither.
Nurse, will you come with me to my closet? Tell me such needful ornaments as you see fit to furnish me tomorrow.
Oh, no, not till Thursday. There is time enough.
Go with her, nurse, go with her. We'll to church tomorrow.
We shall be short on our provisions. 'Tis now near night.
Tush, I will stir about and all shall be well, I'll warrant thee. I'll not to bed tonight, let me alone. I'll play the housewife for this once. Ha! What ho! Oh, they are all forth. I'll walk myself to County Paris, prepare him against tomorrow. My heart is wondrous light, and this same wayward girl is so reclaimed.
But I pray thee, nurse, leave me to myself tonight.
Oh, daughter, need you my help?
No, madam. Well, leave me to myself. And let the nurse sit up with you, for I am sure you have your hands full in this so-soon business.
Good night. Get thee to bed and rest, but thou hast need.
Farewell. Who knows when we shall meet again? I have a faint cold fear. Thrills in my veins are almost freezes up the heat of life. I'll call her back again to comfort me. Nurse! What should she do here? My dismal scene I needs must act alone. Come, vile. What if this mixture do not work at all? Shall I be married then tomorrow morning? No. No, this shall forbid it. Lie thou there. What if it be a poison, which if I subtly administer to have me dead, lest in this marriage she should be dishonored, because she might be before to Romeo. I fear it is, and yet methinks it should not. Oh, if, when I am laid into the tomb, I wait before the time Romeo comes to redeem me. There's a fearful point. Shall I not be stifled in the vault, whose foul mouth no Ellesmere breathes in, and there die strangled when my Romeo comes? Or if I live, it is not very like the horrible conceit of death and night together with the terror of the place, as in a vault, an ancient receptacle, where for these many hundred years the bones of all my buried ancestors are packed. But bloody Tybalt, yet but green and earth lies festering in a shroud, whereas this earth sorrow's night spirits resort. Alack, alack, it is not like the time. What's so early waking? What was shrieks like mandrakes roll from the air? The living mortals hearing them run mad. Oh, if I wake, shall I not be distraught? Environed in all these hideous fears, and madly flame my forefathers' joints, and pluck the mangled Tybalt from his shroud. And in this rage, some wake into its bone, dash out my desperate brains! Oh, look! Methinks I see my cousin's ghost, seeking out Romeo, that did spit his body upon a rapier's point. Stay, Tybalt, stay! Romeo, Romeo, Romeo! Here's drink, I drink to thee.
Nurse, hold these keys and fetch more spices.
They call for more dates and quinces in the pastry.
Come, stir, stir, stir. The second cock hath crowed, the curfew bell hath rung. It's 3 o'clock. Come for the baked meats, good Angelica. Spare not for the cost.
Go, go, you cock queen, get you to bed. Faith, you'll be sick tomorrow for this night's watch.
night air now for lesser cause than ne'er been sick.
Aye, you have been a mouse hunt in your time, but I will watch you from such watching now.
A jealous hood, a jealous hood. What have we there?
Sorry for the cook service, I know not what.
Oh, make haste, make haste. Fetch drier logs. Call Peter, he will tell thee where they are.
I've had to search out logs and will not need to trouble Peter for the matter.
Ha, Masson, well said. A merry whoreson. Thou shalt be loggerhead. Good faith, 'tis nearly day. County will be here with music straight, or so he said he would. Ha. I hear him now. Nurse! Nurse! Wife! Nurse! Go here to Juliet. Go here to Juliet. Deck her up. Pair her up. Hey, make haste, make haste. Bridegroom is come already. Make haste, make haste. Have a chat with County Pax.
Mistress! What mistress? Juliet! Why, lamb, I say. Sweetheart! Madam! Why, bride! What? Not a word? You take your penny's worth now. Sleep for a week, for the county panther sets up his wrath that you shall rest but little. God forgive me, Mary, and amen. How sound is she asleep? I needs must wake her. Madam, madam. Aye, let the county take you in your beds. He'll fright you up, I faith, will it not be? What, dressed and in your clothes and down again? I needs must wake you. Lady, lady, lady! Help! Help! Alas! Alas! My lady's dead! My lord! My lady!
What noise is this?
Oh, lamentable day!
What is the matter?
Oh, look! Oh, look! Oh, heavy day!
Oh, me. Oh, my child. Revive! Look up or I will die with thee! Help! Help! God, help!
For shame, bring Juliet forth. Her lord is come.
She's dead! They say she's dead! Alas, the day!
The day, she's dead! She's dead! She's dead!
We see her. Oh, she's cold. Her blood is settled and her joints are stiff. Life and these lips have long been separated. Death hangs on her like an untimely frost upon the fairest flower of all the field.
Oh, lamentable day!
Oh, woeful time.
Death that had ta'en her hence to make me wail ties up my tongue and will not let me speak.
Come. Is the bride ready to go to church?
Ready to go, but not to return.
Have I thought on to see this morning's face? And doth it give me such a sight as this?
Accursed, unhappy, wretched, hateful day! Most miserable hour that e'er time saw in lasting labour of his pilgrimage. But one poor and loving child, but one thing to rejoice and solace in, and cruel death have catched it from my side.
Oh, woeful, woeful, woeful day! Most lamentable day that time ne'er saw! Never was seen so black a day as this! A woeful day, a woeful day!
Child, yet not my child.
Come. Heaven and yourself had part in this fair maid. Now heaven hath all. Your part in her you could not keep from death. Now death keeps his part in everlasting life. Dry up your tears, and as the custom is, all in her best array, bear her to the church. For though fond nature bids us all lament, yet nature's tears are but reason's merriment.
All things that we ordained festival turn from their office to black funeral, our instruments to melancholy bells.
Go, sir. Go you in, and madam go with him. Go, Sir Paris. Everyone, prepare to follow this fair cause unto her grave.
We may put up our pipes and be gone. Oh, honest good fellows. Oh, put up, for well you know this is a pitiful case. Aye, by my troth, this case may be amended.
Musicians, and you have me live, play heartsease.
Why heartsease?
Because my heart itself plays, my heart is full of woe. And play me some merry dump to comfort me.
Not a dump, we. There's no time to play now.
You will not then?
No!
Then I'll give it to you soundly.
What will you give us?
No money on my faith, but a gleek. I'll give you the minstrel.
Then I will give you a serving creature.
Then will I lay the serving creature's dagger on your pate.
Pray, you put up your dagger and put out your wit.
Then have it you with my wit. Answer me like men. When gripping grief the heart doth wound, then music with her silver sound. Why silver sound? Why music with her silver sound? What say you?
Marry, sir, because silver hath the sweetest sound.
Great. What say you?
I say a silver sound because musicians sound for silver.
Great too. What say you, James Soundpost?
Faith, I know not what to say.
Oh, I cry you mercy. You are the singer. Then will I say for you, it is music with her silver sound. Because musicians have no gold for sounding.
What a pestilent knave is this same. Hang him! Come, we're in here. Tarry for the mourners and stay dinner.
If I may trust the flattering truth of sleep, my dreams presage some joyful news at hand. Oh, my bosom's lord sits lightly in his throne, and all this day, none accustomed spirit lifts me above the ground with cheerful thoughts. News from Verona! How thou, Balthasar? Dost thou not bring me letters from the friar? How's my Juliet?
I saw her lay alone at the kindred's boat. Pardon me for bringing these ill news.
Is it e'en so? Then I defy you, stars! I will hence tonight.
Beseech you, sir, have patience. Your looks are pale and wild. Don't pause for misadventure.
Hast thou no letters to me from the friar?
No, my lord.
No matter, get thee gone. I'll be with thee straight. Hail, Juliet. I will lie with thee tonight. Let's see for means. Oh, mischief. What swift to enter in the thoughts of desperate men. I do remember an apothecary. Hereabouts dwells, which late I noted in tattered weeds. Calling us simples, oh meagre were her looks. As I remember, this should be the house. What ho, apothecary!
Who calls so loud?
Come hither, woman. I see that thou art poor. Hold, there is 40 ducats. Let me have a dram of poison. Such soon speeding gear as will disperse itself through all the veins, that the life where it taken may fall dead.
Such mortal drugs I have, but Mantua's law is death to any he that utters them.
The world is not thy friend, nor the world's law. The world affords no law to make thee rich. Then be not poor, but break it and take this.
My poverty, but not my will, consent.
I pay thy poverty and not thy will.
Put this in any liquid thing you will, and drink it off. And if you had the strength of 20 men, it would dispatch you straight.
There is thy gold. Worse poison to men's souls. Being more murder in this loathsome world than these poor compounds that thou mayst not sell. I sell thee poison, thou sold me none. Come, cordial, not poison. Go with me to Juliet's grave, or there I must use thee.
Holy Franciscan friar! Sister, here!
Welcome from Mantua. What says Romeo? Or if his mind be writ, give me his letter.
Going to find a barefoot sister out. One of our order, to associate me. Here in the city, visiting the sick. And on finding him, the searchers of the town, suspecting that we were both in the house when infectious pestilence did reign, sealed up the doors and would not let us forth. So that my speed to Mantua there was stayed.
Who bore my letter then to Romeo?
I could not send it. Here it is again. Nor get a messenger to bring it to thee, so fearful were they of infection.
Oh, unhappy fortune. The letter was of dear import. The neglecting it may do much danger. Go, Friar John. Get me an iron crow and bring it straight unto my cell.
Sister, I'll go and bring it to thee.
Now must I to the monument alone. Within this 3 hours will Juliet awake. She will bestrew me much that Romeo had no notice of these accidents. But I will write again to Mantua, and I will keep her at my cell till Romeo come. Poor living corse, closed up in a dead man's tomb.
Give me thy torch, yet put it out, for I would not be seen. Under yon yew trees, lay thee all along, holding thine ear close to the hollow ground, so shall no foot upon the churchyard tread, but thou shalt hear it. Whistle then to me a signal that thou hearest something approach. Give me those flowers. Do as I bid thee. Go.
I am almost afraid to stand alone here in the churchyard, yet I will adventure.
Sweet flower, with flowers thy bridal bed I strew. Oh woe, thy canopy is dust and stones, which with sweet water nightly I will dew, or wanting that with tears distilled by moans. Mother gives warning something doth approach. What cursed foot wanders this way tonight? What with a torch? Muffle me night a while.
Hold, take this letter. Early in the morning, see thou deliver it to my lord and father. Give me the light. Upon thy life I charge thee, whate'er thou hearest or seest, stand all aloof and do not interrupt me in my course. Therefore hence be gone. But if thou dost return to pry, by heaven I will tear thee joint by joint, and strew this hungry churchyard with thy limbs. The time and my intent a savage wild.
I'll be gone, sir. I'll not trouble ye.
So shalt thou shew me friendship. Take thou that, and live and be prosperous. Farewell, good fellow.
For all the same, I'll hide me hereabouts. His looks I fear, his intents I doubt.
Thou detestable Moor, thou wilt Death! Gorge with the dearest morsel of the earth. Thus I enforce thy rotten jaws to open, and in despite, I'll cram thee with more food.
This is that banished haughty Montague, that murdered my love's cousin. With its grief it is supposed the fair creature died. And here he is come to do some villainous shame to the dead bodies. I will apprehend him. Stop thy unhallowed toil, vile Montague. Convenge to be pursued further than death. Condemned villain, I do apprehend thee. Obey, and go with me, for thou must die.
I must indeed, and therefore came I hither. But gentle youth, tempt not a desperate man. I beseech thee, youth, put not another sin upon my head by urging me to fury. Oh, be gone! By heaven, I love thee better than myself. I came hither armed against myself. Stay not! Be gone, live! Hereafter say a madman's mercy, bid thee run away.
I apprehend thee for a felon here.
Wilt thou provoke me?
Oh, Lord,
Then have it thee,
fight.
boy!
I will go call the watch.
Ah! Oh, I am slain. If thou be merciful, open the tomb and lay me with Juliet.
In faith I will. Let me peruse this face. Mercutio's kinsman, Hoovel County, Paris. Said my man as we rode. I think he told me Paris should have married Juliet. Said he not so, or did I dream it so? Oh, give me thy hand. Unwrit with me in sour misfortune's book. Oh, my love. My wife. Oh, death that has sucked the honey of thy breath. Had no power yet upon thy beauty. What not conquered? Beauty's ensign yet is crimson in thy lips, in thy cheeks. Death's pale flag is not advanced there. Oh, dear Juliet, why art thou yet so fair? So I believe that unsubstantial death is amorous, and that the lean abhorred monster keeps thee here in dark to be his paramour. Oh, for fear of that, I still will stay with thee, and never from this palace of dim night depart again. Oh, here will I remain with worms that are thy chambermaids. Oh, here will I set up my everlasting rest, and shake the yoke of inauspicious stars from this world-wearied flesh. Eyes, look your last. Arms, take your last embrace. And lips, oh, you the doors of breath, seal with a righteous kiss. Here's to my love. Oh, true apothecary, thy drugs are quick. Thus, with a kiss, I die.
St. Francis be my speed. How oft tonight have my old feet stumbled at graves. Who's there?
Here's one, friend, one that knows you well.
Grace be upon thee. Tell me, good my friend, what torch is yond that vainly lends his light to grubs and eyeless skulls? As I discern, it burneth in the capel's monument.
Just so, Holy Friar. And there's my master, one that you love.
Who is it?
Romeo.
How long hath he been there?
Full half an hour.
Go with me to the vault.
I dare not, Friar. My master, he menaced me with death by discerning upon his intent.
Hold then. I'll go alone. Romeo! Alack! Alack! What blood is this that stains the stony entrance of this sepulchre? Oh, Romeo! Oh, pale. Who else? And Paris too, and steeped in blood. Oh, what unkind hour is guilty of this lamentable chance. The lady says,
Romeo?
I hear some noise. Lady, come from that nest of death, contagion, and unnatural sleep. A greater power than we can contradict hath thwarted our intents. Come, come away. Thy husband in thy bosom there lies dead, and Paris too. Come, I'll dispose of thee among a sisterhood of holy nuns. Stay not to question, for the watch is coming. Come, go, good Juliet. I dare no longer stay.
Go get thee hence, for I will not away. What is this? Cup close to my true love's hand. Poison, I see it's been his timeless end. Churl, and left no drop to help me hereafter. I will kiss thy lips. Have thee some poison, yet does hand on them to make me die. My lips are warm.
Hey, boy, which way?
Yea, noise. Then I'll be free. Happy dagger, this is thy sheath. There rust, and let me die.
This is the place, there where the torch does shine. Oh, 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 oh.
The ground is bloody. Search about the churchyard. Go, some of you. Where you found attached? Oh, sight. Here lies the county slain. And Juliet, bleeding, warm, and newly dead. Oh, go tell the prince. Run to the Capulet. Raise up the Montague!
What's this adventure so early up that calls our persons my morning's rest?
Noise, some shrieks abroad.
Oh me, the people in the street cry Romeo, some Juliet, and some Paris, and all run with open outcry towards our monument.
What fear is this which startles in your ears?
Sovereign, here lies the County Paris slain, and Romeo dead, and Juliet dead before, slain again.
Search, seek, know how this foul murder comes.
Look, here is a friar, and slaughtered Romeo's man.
Why, our daughter bleeds. The stagger hath misstained. Below his house is empty on the back of Montague, and it missheathed in my daughter's bosom.
Oh, fresh death is a bell that warns my old age to a sacrifice.
Come, Montague, for thou art early up to see thy son and heir now early down.
What further woe conspires against mine age?
Look, and thou shalt see.
Wilt thou untaught?
Oh, what manners is in this, to press before thy father to a grave?
Seal from out of outrage for a while, so we can clear these ambiguities, and know their springs, their head, their true descent. And then will I be general of your ways, and lead you even to death. Meantime forbear, and let mischance be slaves to patience. Bring forth the parties of suspicion.
I am the greatest, able to do least, yet most suspected, as the time and place doth make against me of this direful murder.
Then say at once what thou dost know in this.
Romeo, their dead, was husband to that Juliet. I married them, and their stolen marriage day was Tybalt's doomsday, whose untimely death banished the new brave bridegroom from this city, for whom, and not for Tybalt, Juliet pined. You, to remove that siege of grief from her, betrothed, and then would have married her perforce to County Paris. Then comes she to me to rid her from this second marriage, or in my cell there would she kill herself. Then gave I her, so tutored by my art, a sleeping potion, which so took effect as I intended, for it wrought on her the form of death. Meantime, I writ to Romeo that he should hither come, to help to take her from her burrowed grave. being the time the potion's force should cease. But she which bore my letter, Friar John, was stayed by accident, and yesternight returned my letter back. Then all alone, at the prefixed hour of her waking, came I to take her from her kindred's vault. But ere I came, some minute ere the time of her awaking, here untimely lay the noble Paris, and true Romeo dead. She wakes, and I entreated her come forth, but she too desperate would not go with me, and as it seems, did violence on herself. All this I know, and to the marriage her nurse is privy. And if aught in this miscarried by my fault, then let my old life be sacrificed some hour before her time, unto the rigour of severest law.
We still have known thee for a holy woman. Where's Romeo's man? What can he say to this?
I brought my master news of Juliet's death, and then in post he came from Mantua to this same place, to this same monument. This letter, he early bid me give his father, threatened me with death going into the vault, but I departed not and left him there.
Give me the letter. Let me look on it. Where's the Countess' mother that raised the watch? Madam, what made your son in this place?
He came with flowers to strew his lady's grave, bid me stand aloof, and so I did. Anon came one with light to ope the tomb. By and by, my Paris drew on him, and then I ran away to call the watch.
This letter doth make good the friar's words, their course of love, the tidings of her death. And here he writes that it is by a poison of a poor prostitute, and therewithal came to this vault to die and lie with Juliet. Where be these enemies, Capulet, Montague? See what the scourge has laid upon your haste? That heaven finds means to kill your joys with love. And I, for winking at your discords, to have lost a brace of kinsmen, all are punished.
Brother Montague, give me your hand. This is my daughter's jointure, for no more can I demand.
But I can give thee more, for I will raise a statue in pure gold, that whilst Verona by that name is known, there shall be no figures at such rate set as that of true and faithful Juliet.
As rich shall Romeo by his lady's lie, poor sacrifices of our enmity.
Two households, both alike in dignity, in fair Verona where we lay our scene, from ancient grudge break to new mutiny, where civil blood